Hello there, Lazy Man Racing here with another NASCAR Heat 4 video. The custom livery master, I could say, you know. But what we're going to be doing today is another Kurt Busch 2003 car. Now, he had two cars, you see. He had this, which was the Sharpie car, which he did use a few times. But there's another car, and it was his famous fight with the Tide car that, yeah, I presume was wanted. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly adjust this to make sure that we get both his 2003 cars in the game in some sort of representation through the custom livery editor. Remember to like, subscribe and comment. Subscribe to keep track of all these liveries that I'm doing. Like, because it means it makes me happy. And comment any ideas, or whether you like it, or I'm up to feedback, and I'm up to suggestions, and I'm up to anything, and I'd love to hear from you all. So let's begin our Rubbermaid car. So obviously we're going to go for the Ford Mustang for the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series, replicating the Ford Fusion that he drove. So this is going to be quite an interesting one, because we're going to go all the way to the right and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 across. Yes, this weird little looking livery. Now, how are we going to make this look like the reference picture at the bottom? I'll show you. So what we're going to do, we're going to whack this top part to the block standard red. Okay, stripe 1 will be this silver. It will be grey, but it's meant to look silver. We can go, that's the baseline silver, by the way, grey even. We can go to the custom and we can darken it up, lighten it up a bit. But I feel the stock one looks pretty accurate, to be fair. Stripe 2 is going to be red, because that covers so much of the car. And we're going to leave stripe 3 black. And the reason for that is there is that line on the side of the car. And I would like to try and replicate that in a way, so that's what I've chose to do. So, and this comes off back from what I did on the previous video, which was the Sharpie car. So that's why you can see the Hunt Brothers Aries and the stock 97 there, and it's 97A white. If you haven't seen that video, I will, it's in the playlist. Have a little look. See, I might link it in the description. Have a check and all that. But yeah, basically the field, we're gonna have a white number, and the rims will be fourth from the left. So you can see that actually doesn't look 100% wrong. Unfortunately, we can't do the roof red. The only way of doing the roof red would be change that silver to red, and it doesn't look right at all. So we'll turn that off. So that's my interpretation. And for the sponsors, now Rubbermaid, the only one with the red square, unfortunately, in this is the good old Hunt Brothers Pizza. Personally, from the United Kingdom, we don't have them. But pizza's pizza. I ain't gonna complain about having a pizza sponsor. And that looks like a red square similar to Rubbermaid. Other squares you could use is maybe Club Car, but obviously you haven't got the red, and the emphasis is on the red of that logo. Ream, unfortunately, though it's not square, it's white writing in a red logo, and that's always a good alternative, but I'm going to stick with Hunt Brothers Pizza. On the side there is no sponsor. There is a giant pen. I can't replicate a giant pen, unfortunately, and I wish I could. So here we're going to have the Aries logo. See, we're swapping them around because the sharp, well, actually I would say Aries, but I think we want big bold white writing, so we would have Brandt. Brandt seems to be as close as possible and suits the livery a lot better. You haven't got anything that's cursive, unfortunately. You could have Shriners Hospital for Children, ProCare. There's a few ones with white writing, but there's none which actually have it in cursive, which is a shame. But well, what we're going to do, we're going to have Brandt instead, and with the Brandt logo there, yeah, I think it looks really, really cool. So having the Brandt logo there. We can have the Brandt here, or we can go for Hunt Brothers Pizza. I'm going to go for Brandt because I think it flatters the red that little bit better. That's elegant, lazy, don't do that. And so there we have it. We have replicated at the best of our abilities in the custom livery editor Kurt Busch's 2003 Rubbermaid car. Woo! So let's go see how it looks on track. I'm unable to create the tight racing Ricky and Kurt had that day, but you can see I'm spinning and crashing everywhere instead, which is kind of like it. I recommend you watch that video. 2003 Darlington Ricky versus Kurt Busch. But as you can see, there's me fighting cars and spinning everywhere. But anyway, looking at the livery as an outright what it looks like on track, I like it. I actually do really like it, and it's not 100% far away from what the livery actually does look like. So I'm impressed, and I'm quite content with that, I must admit. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Remember to like and subscribe, and suggest any more NASCAR liveries that you'd like me to do. I'm up for any suggestions. Obviously, yeah. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you like the livery. Remember to subscribe and hit that bell notification to get any more, to keep track of all my content that will be coming out. Until then, have a good one on NASCAR Heat 4.